Hi everyone, Dee here. So I haven't been on YouTube for a week because I was busy gardening, and by the end of the day, I don't have the energy to paint, much less move. But thankfully, a cold front moved in to give me a breather, and it brought me back to YouTube. I had basically been procrastinating and using gardening as an excuse to not broach the subject. And it's a taboo in the Navajo tradition to really bring it up. Even amongst themselves, they really don't like to talk about it. But it is in the American consciousness now more than ever after, since the 90s actually, since whatever happened in Skinwalker. I'm quite sure you all know the Skinwalker Ranch story, and the whole genre blew up recently. I think in a couple of weeks since 2000. In the 90s it was really talked about, but in the 2000s the topic really took off. But the Navajo folks really don't like to talk about it. They don't like to really mention their experiences. But there is this wonderful person who is in the Navajo tradition. His name is Sean Clend. You can see his YouTube video, Sean Clend Productions. He talked about the Yi Nalga Doloshi. I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation. And he gave an extensive explanation about it. And the Skinwalker are basically practitioners that perverted the sacred traditions, and they would shapeshift and bring harm to people who they target. And if you even see one, apparently it brings you bad luck and things just start going off in your lives. Bad health, money problem, relationship problems. It's just bad news. So they don't even like to talk about the Skinwalker. Why am I painting it? Yeah, that's a good question to ask. Why am I painting it? Because, it is in my mind to some extent. I'm thinking about it. As an artist, I'm wondering how to render it. It comes from a place of respect for the tradition, but I'm thinking, how would I show something shape shifting? And I already did quick painting of a vertigo, shape shifting, a person energy shifting. And along the same principles, I want to put an animal or a bird, and a human form. And the interaction that's happening, the energetic interaction, energy can be either for good or for bad. Like the nuclear power, you can either use it for good or you can use it for bad. That's the same with magic. Magic can either be good or magic can be bad. And magic can be neutral. And here the magic is bad, it's perverted. So I'm thinking I will do an image of a person and fuse with that of an owl. The skinwalkers take on forms of coyotes, wolves, owls, just about any animal. That's what they can do. But generally they say it's either owls or it's coyotes and wolves, and they make howling noises at night. And they say, if you at the reservation, if you hear a noise, a weird noise, or somebody calling your name, you don't step out. Which they even say for the Appalachia Mountains. They say you hear somebody calling your name or weird stuff, don't go looking. I am anyway a scared cat. I won't even go looking at my own backyard. So let's get to it. I'm going to head back up because, yeah, it's really noisy here and I get distracted. So we're going to head back up and I'm going to paint it. I think we are good. Uh, it doesn't look all that evil. It just looks like some energy shifts are happening. And that's the reservation, that's the Navajo area, just a general impression of the landscape. And that is my SW. And this part is the human part, and that's the change that's happening. That's the owl, those are the feathers, that's the energy, that's the owl's feathers over here, the moon, the plateaus, and that's our dude. So, uh, I hope you stuck with me through the process. I really didn't know what I was doing. It was a very intuitive portrait that I did of this individual, and I hope they don't come back and haunt me. Thank you for watching, guys. I was thinking of delving into the topic of witches in the American history, before we move on to Mesopotamia. It's just getting darker and darker, right? First, I did this, and now we moved on to this, and then let's just get into witches. That's what I'm getting intuitively. Let's just go down the pathway of witchcraft. It's not bad, it's magic. Magic can be used for good or for bad. And generally, magic is not used for bad. I mean, and people are so scared of it that anyone would do healing work and they would be called witches, right? People are still being killed in India. They're called witches and people get burned, so, or killed. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. We will continue with the subject of witchery. Please stick around. And until next time, bye.